will be hearing an inspirational message from one of our alternative learning system graduate. May we call in Ma'am Belinda Arcena, the IELTS mobile teacher from Tanawan Leyte, to introduce to us our guest speaker for today's event.
To our dear ALS elementary graduates and junior high school completers, parents, fellow teachers, stakeholders, and viewers, a pleasant and joyous day to everyone. May I have the honor to introduce to you our guest speaker today. He is a product of Alternative Learning System and Accreditation and Equivalency Secondary Level Passer at Batch 2015. He was my former ALS learner who valued education, family, and faith in God. He graduated his elementary studies at Tanawan II Central School, Tanawan Leyte, 2011, and tertiary education at Visayas State University, Tanhas, Tolosa, Leyte, where he took up Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in MAPE, 2020. A former Visayas State University Class Organization President at Visayas State University, Tanhas, Tolosa, Leyte, 2017. He is an active Sangguniang Kabataang Kagawad of Barangay Antipolo, Tanawan Leyte from 2018 up to present. He is currently serving as the Youth Animation Head of Assumption of Our Lady Parish Youth Ministry, Tanawan Leyte. Without further ado, let us all welcome with a resounding virtual clap to Mr. Joshua Romero.
To the school's Division Superintendent of Leyte Division, Dr. Manuel P. Albanyo, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Roberto N. Mangaliman, Ma'am Felicidad T. Espinosa, Chief, Curriculum Implementation Division, Education Program Supervisor in Alternative Learning System, Ma'am Marijoy A. Arias, Education Specialist 2 of Area 1, Ma'am Nilda C. Sampilo, as well as to all education program specialists, district supervisors, stakeholders, teachers, parents, dear graduates and completers, our warmest greetings to everyone. To speak before you is a great opportunity to share my collective journey and experiences, and I am blessed and deeply honored. I hope this will give you an inspiration and motivation to continue reaching your dreams, especially in pursuing your education in college. I am Joshua Romero, 23 years old, a resident of Barangay Antipolo, Tanawan, Leyte. I am proud to say I am a product of Department of Education Alternative Learning System, graduate batch 2015. My life has never been easy, just like you. I also have my struggles, and I know most of you can relate to me. I was not able to finish my studies in the formal system because of many hindrances which include my family, personal and financial problems. I came from a poor family with 3 step siblings. My mother, the only breadwinner in our family, serves as a cook to a catering services. The amount she earned is not enough to raise and send us to all school. I only finished elementary back then and wasn't able to enroll high school. During these times at an early age, I used to work as a houseboy and errand boy to some teachers that I know. Taga-igib ng tubig, taga-luto, at taga-linis ng bahay. I wasn't exempted from discrimination. Yes, it's true. Being a grade 6 graduate has put me into discrimination from others. Some people will easily judge you in terms of your academic achievements. Napaisip ako, Hindi ko gustong habang buhay na maging houseboy na lamang. Nais ko na may marating din sa buhay at matulungan ng aking pamilya. That experience has encouraged me to dream not only for myself, but for my family as well. When I heard aus from my friend, I didn't hesitate to enroll myself. In ALS, I learned a lot of things. I learned that I should have a lot of patience in all that I do. It made me more responsible and gained more friends. Sa unang pagsabak sa exam ay hindi ako pinalad na makapasa, ngunit hindi ito naging sagabal upang sumubok muli sa sumunod na pagsusulit ng accreditation and equivalency test secondary level. Sa ikalawang pagkakataon, ako'y pinalad na makapasa. I feel blessed at that moment because others took the exams many times but still can't able to pass the examination. Alternative learning system has been a part of giving me another chance to finish my basic education and wisdom to continue dreaming. That is why I tried my luck to enroll college. And luckily, I was accepted at Visayas State University, Tolosa campus, taking a Bachelor of Secondary Education. My college years had never been a bed of roses. I describe it perfect blend of joy and hardships. A year of adjustments wasn't enough. Taking into consideration that I am a working student and needs a lot of sacrifices. The year 2020 marked one of the most tumultuous years in the history of the world. When we were experiencing health crisis, months before our graduation, the school has been shut down due to the COVID pandemic. Studying through online and module learning has never been easy. I had so many struggles from learning, adapting to the new setup, and submitting all our activities on time. It's also sad that our graduation was not done physically, but virtually. The excitement of graduating online is never the same as graduating face-to-face. Nevertheless, I am still thankful that God has allowed me to be on the list of graduates. I am now a graduate of Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in MAPE. With today's graduation theme, kalidad ng edukasyon lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. Mas lalong nasusukat ang kapasidad nating lahat bilang learner, bilang guro, bilang magulang, bilang kapatid, asawa, kaibigan. Ito ang panahon na sinusubok ang ating katatagan at pagtitiwala sa Diyos na lahat ng mga ito ay may malalampasan. Naantala man ang schedule ng aming licensure examination, I spend my time doing productive things such as serving the youth ministry in our municipality. As a member of the youth ministry, I do Bible sharing, youth recollections, youth formations, para mapatatag ang paniniwala ng mga kabataan sa ating poong may kapal. I also do self-review in preparation for the board examinations. As they say, life is never an easy road. As you reach your dreams, a lot of challenges come your way. The important thing is we become stronger, better, and bolder to combat the challenges that come our way. Kaya sa inyo, dear graduates and completers, huwag sumuko at huwag sukuan ang buhay sa kabila ng pandemyang kinakaharap natin sa ngayon. Ipagpatuloy ninyo ang inyong pag-aaral. Hindi harang ang lockdown upang ikulong din ng isang espasyo ang ating mga mithiin at ninanais sa buhay. May lockdown man o wala, may pandemya man o wala, Gawin ang mga bagay upang maging produktibo sa anumang paraan. Katulad ko, hindi ako sumuko kahit sa aking tingin imposible. Ginawa kong posible. Ika nga kapag gusto may palaging paraan, at kung ayaw, marami ang dahilan. I was thankful to every people who supported me in my endeavor and helped me to become the person I am now. I know that this is not yet the end of my journey. I am sure that I will still face a lot of hardships and struggles, but this won't stop me in my bravely fight in battling life's challenges. Another chapter of my life has ended, but I am so much willing to open another chapter for me to discover more and continue dreaming. Same with you, dear graduates and completers. You will face your battle, but you always have the power to rediscover your voice, to chase for what you want in life, and to always make things possible with God. Remember that God is our greatest provider. In everything that we do, don't forget to put your feet on the ground and your faith above the clouds. Somehow, people will forget you as a person, but never the good things that you've done. Don't settle on just trying things. Instead, you should start to put in your dictionary the word can. I can, and you can. You can do everything that you want. Just have the passion, desire, and the confidence to do it. As they say, huwag kayong panghinaan ng loob. People will always try to pull you down, but you can always make it to the top. And if you are in the top, don't forget to thank the people behind your every success. Confucius once said, "Our greatest glory is not never falling, but in rising every time we fall." I am also thankful to the people who supported me financially, to Nanay Clarita and Villegas family, to my friends, classmates. I wouldn't have succeeded in fighting this battle alone. With you, my struggles become lesser. Thank you also ALS family, teachers, who are so much dedicated and tirelessly serve the out-of-school youths and adults, especially to my former teacher in ALS, Ma'am Belinda Kimpis. Thank you so much, Ma'am, for me to redirect my life and to achieve this far. I pray that the alternative learning system would continue encouraging a lot of out-of-school youth to go back to school and to start to dream again. To my fellow youth, never stop dreaming. Always put in mind that education is very important. Education is one of the tools that we use so we can achieve the future we deserve. Sa mga kabataang nawawalan ng pag-asa makapagtapos ng pag-aaral, huwag kayong sumuko. Nariyan ang ALS na laging bukas ang pinto. Umaasa ang muli ninyong pagpasok upang sa muli ninyong paglabas, tangan na ninyo ang karunungang sandata na gagabay mula sa inyong paglalakbay. Lastly, I want to give back all the honor and glory to Him. Everything that I am and everything that I will become is because of you, Lord. Truly, no man is an island. We can do better with the help of our loved ones. Truly, one of the keys to success is education. And I hope that I was able to inspire you to follow your dreams. Fellow graduates and completers, congratulations! Thank you and may God bless your journey. Mabuhay ang ALS!
That was a very inspirational message from our guest speaker, Joshua Romero.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always thought, we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day wherein finally our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thanks. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually.
My warmest congratulations to the graduates of Batch 2021. Today marks another milestone in your lifelong journey in achieving your dreams and successes in life. Finishing your basic education in the midst of pandemic was quite challenging. The shift from the normal to the current situation was a complete change for all of us. The process of keeping abreast with the latest trends in education was not easy, but you did your best in dealing with the challenges of the new normal. This year's graduation theme, Strengthening the Quality of Education Amid the COVID-19 Pandemic, highlights DepEd's commitment to provide inclusive and quality education while ensuring the safety of the teachers and learners from the health risks of COVID-19. My dear graduates, you have proven your resilience by braving the threats of the global health crisis in furtherance of useful and productive learning. I congratulate you for your courage and genuine commitment to contribute to nation building by continuously improving your skills and competence through quality basic education. To the champions of education, the tireless teachers, generous stakeholders, and loving parents, this occasion marks another unmistakable example that everything is possible when we unite and pool our resources together. I sincerely thank you for your commitment and inspiration in exploring the most sustainable ways of supporting the learning continuity of our learners in the face of COVID-19 pandemic. Dear graduates, the road ahead is full of uncertainties. Press forward. Let your dreams and aspirations be your guide toward achieving the fullest potentials and building a strong nation for the Filipino youth. Once again, congratulations and Godspeed.
ASDS Roberto Mangaliman, ASDS Henrietta Managbanag, Chief Education Supervisor for Curriculum Implementation Division, Felicidad Espinosa, OIC Chief Education Supervisor, Schools Governance and Operations Division, Raul Salanio, all our EPSs, Public Schools District Supervisors, PICs, school heads, all the men and women, DepEd Division of Leyte, our completers and graduates, our parents, stakeholders, partners, ladies and gentlemen. It is never too late to try and learn new tricks in life. For he who quits learning remains ignorant, and ignorance has no place in this fast and highly developing society. This must have been the tenet that fueled your quest for education, proud graduates, batch 2019-2020 of the Education Alternative Learning System. The road to success has been paved with challenging yet good intentions. I surmise it has never been that easy. Difficult problems were encountered. Several concerns needed to be addressed considering your status. But what matters most is the triumph you all achieved, especially now that you will be conferred graduates. Yours is a success story complemented with hard work, perseverance, and tenacity to step up and be recognized as learned individuals equipped with knowledge and wisdom, ready to face the challenges that lie ahead. All your sacrifices have now paid off. As Abigail Adams puts it, learning is not attained by chance. It must be sought for with ardor and attended to with diligence. In the Philippines, the regard for education is high. That is through which where we could alleviate the pressing problem on poverty. We have to send our children to school and help them realize their dreams of becoming teachers, engineers, accountants, and the like, so that in return we could somehow benefit, not to mention the sacrifices we have pulled through. Hence, John Dewey is right when he said, education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself. Your education in the alternative learning system is highly commendable, for you have waged the war against ignorance and indolence. You did not settle for less, nor allow mediocrity to intoxicate your notion on the relevance of education. You painstakingly accomplished and overcame every ounce of tests and tasks your teachers have afforded you. At some point, especially when tired, unmotivated, uninspired, you wanted to give up and go back to the same old you. However, the feet of determination did not weaken nor falter, instead continued to inspire you. Your achievement is an inspiration to all, that it is never too late to learn and graduate in basic education. However, the journey does not and should not end here. I encourage you to continue learning, earn a degree in college, or better yet, earn a skill-related certification from TESDA, where your potentials, talents, and interests be further honed We assure you the best is yet to come. The fountain of knowledge is found deep in the next level of learning. Never call it quits. ALS has laid down the foundation of learning and blanketed your right to education, yet the pot of gold is still hidden in the next bend of the road. At this juncture, I would like to single out my allies from the DepEd Division of Leyte, especially my ALS family, the teachers considered the great men and women who I am happily working with. I once said this, I will reiterate saying this now. It is indeed a great pleasure, an honor, and a privilege to be working with the best educators in the whole region. To the graduates, please extend your thanksgiving and appreciation to your parents, guardians, and loved ones who never get tired helping and giving you financial and moral support. Their unconditional love serves as the key to reaching this dream. In closing, let this moment be a beginning of a new vision, of seeing life in a challenging yet rewarding perspective, a hope of a better tomorrow. You can achieve it because I know you can. As your school's division superintendent, I vouch. Congratulations, good luck, good health. God bless us all.
Our Education Program Supervisor, Ma'am Marie Joy Arias, our kind and generous Education Program Specialist in ALS Area 1, Nilda C. Sampilo, to the ALS implementers of Area 1, graduates, friends, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant day to each and everyone. This special graduation are for those who never stop dreaming and believing themselves. To earn the certificates or diploma, through were once forced to drop out of primary and secondary school due to poverty and other circumstances. Today marks the end of sacrifices and struggles, the culmination for achievement and accomplishments. Such students and learners, this momentous event highlights the service and excellence of everybody who are involved. Our ALS completers are very grateful with the opportunities still given to you through this program. Despite the difficult circumstances, especially in this time of crisis, you had endured and already taken the first step towards the ladder of education. Enrolling yourselves in ALS program made you realize that age indeed does not matter, as long as you are willing to learn and eager to reach your goal in life. ALS answers the establishment of your path towards the fulfillment of your dream. My dear ALS graduates, ngayon, mayroon na kayong kakayahang baguhin ang istorya ng inyong buhay. Huwag ninyong sayangin ang pagkakataon. Once again, thank you and congratulations.